Pa. You are welcome once again. If you are new here, I want to welcome you. So just click the like button, subscribe to this channel because it's a mandate for me, to give you important information. So when I drop any of those information, so that you can get it right away. I want to quickly talk about how I got admission into Gothenburg University, that is University of Gothenburg in Sweden. I want to share that experience of how I got that admission in terms of the motivation letter that got me that admission. You understand that now? Because I've always told people that most times we think that our chances of getting admission is just based on your degree certificate, your bachelor's certificate, in terms of probably first class, second class, third class, whatsoever. Apart from the grade of your degree in terms of first class or whatever, you need to pay attention to the motivation letter that the department or the course you have chosen is requesting that you should write. And why is that important? Because when admission is open, it is open to many people, thousands of people who apply the same way you are applying, the same time you are applying, in the same duration year you are applying. A lot of people will apply to the same department. For example, in a single department, they might have about 5,000 applications to review. And of course, a department can absorb 5,000 candidates. So at the most, maybe they want to choose just 50 or 30. So what in that department that you have chosen, not the whole school, in that course, for that course, that you are choosing. Maybe you have chosen to study business law, and for business law, they only need 30 candidates. And now they've received 2,000 applications. So it means that beyond first degree, first class, second class, whatever, they now have to select. This motivation letter is one of the documents that help their selection. You see that now? So I just want to quickly share with us this motivation letter that got me the admission. And I want to tell us this, that while I was applying, everything was just about you giving things a try. But beyond giving it a try, you need to pay attention. You need to study. You need to learn how to do it right. And because I've done it, it has worked. So I want to share that experience. This motivation letter got me the admission to University of Gothenburg in Sweden. So I'll see you on my screen as I show you what I did right and how you too can do the same. See you in the next video. I decided to start from this drive so that you can see that this is something that is coming from this, that I have saved for a long time, So I decided to start from this drive. And it's not something I just went to bring from somewhere. You understand? So as I was doing these things, the records were there. You understand? So fast forward to 2024. I'm just sharing this now. Now, let's see. Let's pick the documents. I think it's somewhere here. Okay, yes, yeah. Now, look at this. Look at this. So, this right here is the motivation letter template that the University of Gothenburg, as you can see here, gave us. This template is attached to the website. So once you apply for this course, it is there on the web page that you should download this template and then fill it up and then submit. Do you understand that now? So apart from the fact that you submitted your BSc and your transcript, and your international passport. Those three are the general documents. So each of the departments you now apply to, they now have additional document that they will ask you. Some departments will not ask, we ask for this letter of motivation. They will also ask for essay, or you should submit your thesis, the thesis you wrote in your bachelor's, that you should submit them. So depending, but for these departments, look at it. Department of Education and Special Education. That's the department I applied to. And look at the year. Look at it. 2020. Did you see this? 2020. So, I'm talking to you from a place of experience. Now, look at the course I chose. International Masters in Educational Research. That's the course I chose under this department. Do you understand that now? So let's get to it quickly. Now, use this template to answer the questions below. Selection between eligible applicants in the two selection groups is made through the motivation letter. You see this now? Selection is made through. So it means that somebody can have a second class or a third class and he will get the admission, while the person that has first class will not get the admission. So the letter should be uploaded to your pages on this website. This is the website where you apply for the admission. No later than 1st February 2021. Do you see that now? So if this was something that I just went to bring from somewhere, you will know. You see, I applied in 2020 and 2021, we have to submit in February. This application, you can see. The application was done in October, November, but the form has been posted since July. This is July, right? Yeah. So, now let's get to it. What is your qualifying degree for entry into this program? International Masters in Educational Research. For example, if you may have a bachelor's in education or in social science or humanities, please state the degree, subject, the university, the country, and the date you obtained your degree. You can see what they're asking you. You must be very detailed. So look at the response. I hold a degree of this from this university, and the country is this, and the date is this. You see that now? Okay, we move away from there. The second question, here it gets more interesting. What skills and or knowledge do you hope to gain through this program? Please list up to 3 program ambitions. This is where it gets scary for those of you who do not pay attention to how to write letter while you were in secondary school. This is where you appreciate that your English teacher that was telling you to write an essay, write a letter, write this and that. You see that now? So let's get to it. With my background and experience in the field of education and economics, it is my desire to add to the much I have acquired by joining the program International Masters in Education Research, University of Gothenburg. I have not started explaining, I only gave them, a scope. Now, I plan to become a professional researcher in the field of education. The study at Gothenburg will give me the opportunity to improve my research and analytical skill. You get the point, right? So, I will also be able to think critically on issues related to education. It will empower me to carry out educational research from a professional perspective. That's one. Because they said, please list up to 3 programs ambitions. Imagine. So, the second one, I think, I will also gain new knowledge and learn new approach on research, design, and methodology from studying courses like qualitative approach to education research, design, measurements, and analysis in education research. How did I know these things? Pay attention. How do I know these things? I went to the website of this program, the course website. I went to the school website. I looked at the courses we are going to do if I was given the admission. If I am given the admission. You see that now. So I saw that, in the course outline that they have on the website, all these courses will be done. So I now used it in my motivation letter for them to know that I did a research about them, and I saw that we are going to do these courses and it will help me. So this will be interesting to me. You can see that now, because I took courses which include research method and data processing, applied statistics and social science method during my undergraduate studies, which has given me the right foundation in data processing and application. You see that now? You see, look at what I wrote here. Because they said, please list up to 3 program ambition. So I'm telling them here now that I know that their courses will include this in the school, and I also know that I have done courses that are similar in my undergraduate. Therefore, I will be competent enough to study this course. You see that now? So I told them there. So we move on. I hope to improve my theoretical knowledge in educational research and be able to translate them into practical research on various issues affecting the world of education and subject them to critical and empirical analysis, all of which I believe can be achieved through my study in IMER. Do you see this? In fact, where all these things even came from, if you ask me now, I can't explain. I cannot really recall where all this inspiration came from, but it got me the admission. Now, I will fully benefit from the internationalization of the program. I went to the website. I also saw that you will do internship. They will bring in some visiting lecturers from different countries. So I use that here, that I also gain this from the program. Because they are saying program ambition. I'm letting them know that, I have the ambition, and then I will also benefit from this internationalization of the program. The internship you will go for, the exchange program, Erasmus program, all those things. So, and I said here, I will also be able to connect with students from various academic backgrounds and relate educational issues as it concerns various countries and further discover new grounds for research. So lastly, I plan to fully participate in as many lectures, seminars, symposium or presentation as the program can afford me the opportunity. Such seminars will also expose me to real life and practical situations on educational issues around the world. This is particularly important to me because I have a great presentation skill and can be of great addition when working as a team. Imagine, you see that now, right? So I also hope to learn in such a research-intensive community and eventually become an active player in the field of education and research. Did you see this? So I don't want to waste much time. We move on. You can rewatch the video as much as you want. Now, look at the third section. After we have written about 3,000 characters, do you see this now? They continued. How do you intend to proceed with your career following IMER? That is after the program. Now, you have told them why you feel, what you will gain from the program. They are now asking you, okay, if you have gained so much from the program, after you now finish, what do you want to do with your life? What do you want to do? So, please list up to 3 possible targets. Remember that IMER is about educational research. They are warning you here. Not that you now start writing how you went to the seaside, how you went to, you travel around. No. It's about educational research. So you must be focused. You streamline it. So try and clearly connect your answers to research in what? Education. They are even telling you, connect it. So these are things that make people lose admission and scholarship because they don't know how to go about these things. So 3,000 characters. In Nigeria, there are an estimate of over 80 million children between the ages of 6 and 18 years of age. There is a growing belief in the northern part of the country that the female children, that's the girl child, do not need to be educated. You know, look at what I'm saying here. I say in the northern part, they feel that girls should not go to school, and they are denied the right to quality education as opposed to the male child. This has created a wide gap between the male and female children, which has led to the problem of gender equality. The problem of gender equality. You see that now? Now we move on. I plan to conduct an extensive research on factors responsible for such a sharp decline in gender equality in the country and recommend within the scope of my study lasting solution to the necessary authority, including private and public organizations. I didn't say that I will become the solution, but I will recommend. So you have to say something in a way that it will be realistic or reasonable or visible or feasible, either word, whatever you think it might be. You see that now? Something that is achievable. You are just finishing from your master's, so you can't do anything much on your own, but you do your study, you recommend. So don't say that you will go and build one. No. You have to be very realistic with what you are saying, so they will see the possibility. So I will network with other NGOs within the country towards improving gender equality in the country and create a society that will embrace education for all children. That's one. Because they said, please list up to 3. The rate at which education, the second one, is poorly funded. You know, here I talk about gender equality. And if you notice, the United Nations goal include equality. Do you see that now? And education. So it is meeting up with the development goals. So the rate at which education is poorly funded in Nigeria is alarming. The proportion of the country budget that is directed towards the education sector is grossly inadequate. In the year 2020, it was observed that 6.7% of the total budget was directed towards education. This has created various problems from poor and inadequate facilities, lack of learning materials, etc. That's a problem. So I will create a network within the education sector which will work with both the private and government agencies with particular focus on how to improve funding in the education sector. Do you understand that now? So we move to the third one. One of the major reasons why children in Nigeria drop out of school is lack of funds. Did you see this now? So here is equality between male and female. Here is lack of facilities, lack of funding of school. Here is individual inability to afford education. So is the lack of fund to cater for the bills. This category of children are usually found on the streets, and they are victims of various social vices on the streets. I will create a network that will find out other factors leading to a rise in number of children dropping out of school. That's the problem. Lack of funding led them to drop out of school. So the network will also move to raise funds for children who are less privileged or out of school due to minor reasons. Do you see that now? Similar reasons rather. The network will seek to raise scholarship and funding programs from government and private establishments or investors. So that's the third reason I gave. You can see how I am attending to the question strategically. So this thing is something you must learn how to do, or you actually seek for help on how to do it. You know, some of us, we just do things the wrong way, and yet we don't want to seek for help, or we don't want to be committed. All of these things are part of what you should consider so that you don't waste your time. Now, the fourth aspect and the final one, you can see is something that is serious. So, what practical activities have you undertaken so far that are good examples of those ambitions? Hey, Now they are telling you it's not just by talking. We've seen it, but what have you been doing? What are you involved in currently? That is showing that if you have more opportunity, you will actually do something great. You see that now. What are you doing currently that can point us, that can show us that if we give you the chance, you can actually pull it off? You see that now. So please list up to 3 activities. This may be work experience, voluntary work, or study project that you have done. For each activity, please make sure that you list someone who was, by preference, involved in an official capacity. You see this? When you list those things you have done, or the work experience you have had, or what you have been involved in, give us names and email of those people that we can reach out to if we want to confirm your involvement. You don't want to joke with this aspect. You don't want to joke with it. Now, work experience, that's the first one I chose. So I gave them the work experience I have involved in to show them that I am active in the education industry. And then I gave the reference of somebody who is my colleague or my boss, I don't know. Then the email, because they said that by preference involved in official capacity, staff or an organization or a tutor, maybe your lecturer or something that can tell them about how you were in school and who can confirm your activity with us, their name and email. So the second one, I also put work experience. I put the same person there. It doesn't matter as long as there's a name there. Then the third one, it was a different work experience. Then I gave another name. Do you see that now? At least 2 different people will have to convince them. So that is how the motivation letter went, and how I was able to secure the admission for this school. And you can see that right from the beginning, they told you already that your chances, it relies on the motivation letter because of selection. So I want to charge you that pay attention to your motivation letter when applying for your admission and scholarship, because they play a great role to determine if you will get the admission and the scholarship or not. I hope this has helped you. If it has helped you, you can always come back and rewatch and use it, and then reach out if you need more help, and just click the like button, subscribe, so that when I drop informations like this, you will get them, and then you can learn and you can help yourself. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.